And we are properly recording again, Crobat.
With an error loading the 9 slot. What is the 9 slot?
Well, this is a DS with some modifications.
It's not going to, try and take over your computer or anything, is it?
No.
Alright.
No.
I suppose that's okay, then.
Yeah. Just, when I'm telling things to record, occasionally things get crossed because of similar commands going places.
Generally, if you're doing the flash in at start of combat thing, you want to just make your first move every combat until you've got some levels swap. That's kind of half the point of doing it that way.
Very true.
Also, it lets you avoid having your weak partner who you're trying to level up poisoned, for instance.
Yeah,
as
though I'm
demonstrated quite handily by that Weedle.
Yeah, that Weedle. Oh, wait. Am I in a new route?
I don't know. Are you in a new route?
I'm north of Cherry Grove.
Have you been there before yet?
Only by virtue of getting to this part in Pokemon SoulSilver, you need to go to Mr. Pokemon, whose house is north.
So this is the first time you've been here with balls?
Yes.
Then yes.
Oh. Alright. And...
Yes. This is actually slightly unfortunate.
Wait.
Simply because...
Yes!
Simply because... Beedrill is... While it is the first Mon to get any of the bug moves that matter...
Yeah.
It's poison type, and Bug's primary advantage is against Psychic, and...
Doesn't matter, it's dead!
Oh, I guess you're not catching anything.
Nope, no, I was trying. There was a legit try, hence me using Rage.
What? Oh. Yeah, Well.
Okay, I can use No safely on a Kakuna.
Well, yes.
It just might take a little while.
It's going to take quite a while. There's a point at which it will start taking as many turns as the thing has hit points left divided by 2.
Okay. So, right, sort of skipped on the whole beginning part and just kind of said we're recording.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's certainly a style you could get into if you felt like it.
Very true. But yeah, this is Zidarose for GameShampoo, and I'm here with Quickdraw Crobat.
Yep.
No, I haven't had him on in a fair while.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, not since we were trying to disarm bombs.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you soda for that.
You did. I'm remembering how big of a problem the Morse code module in that was.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing.
Yep.
Ooh, and no learn defense curl.
Yay! Useless move for it to have.
Yep.
How... something.
Yeah, there are no good words here.
Definitely a thing.
Yep.
So,
that's right.
Second generation. Second generation, you don't think about it much, especially with how many generations it's been since then, but it's the one that really, I think, introduced the most total stuff. It also stands out for a couple of other reasons that are a bit weird.
Yeah, there is that.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure you're not even thinking of anything like the reason I'm thinking of. Shall we start with that, or would you rather start with the things that everyone can easily get a grip on as being changes for it?
Given we're going to be dealing with people all across the board in terms of Pokemon knowledge, it's good to start at the beginning and go till you reach the end.
Alright.
Besides, I'm in a trainer battle and I'm fighting a level 4 Rattata with no.
Alright. So,
in
loose association order, I suppose is the best way to do it. So we'll start off with second generation introduced happiness.
It did. It was the first... That's how we got the happiness evolutions.
But that's the next step. The first step is happiness. Because by introducing happiness, they were able to introduce an entirely separate set of recovery items that reduced the happiness of the Pokemon you use them on.
Yep, which were cheaper.
But really not ever worth using, unfortunately.
Sure, kid, I'll give you my number.
What number is that?
One of the trainers...
No, I mean, what number is it?
Let me check the Pokegear. That's... Oh!
No, but what is your number that you're giving him?
My Pokegear.
What number is it? 11D13?
Let me check.
9 and 57 28ths?
50998.
No, that's your ID number.
It's the closest thing I got. You know you know as well as I do, you don't know what your Pokegear numbers is.
Well, that just means you can decide for yourself, doesn't it?
Very true. Yeah, I'm just quick patching up the Sentret, so
happiness was introduced, and that gave them a bunch of tools for working with further on down the line, as well as in this generation. But in and of itself, like solitarily, the happiness doesn't actually matter. You would think it would have something to do with the disobedience or obedience of the Pokemon that you've traded for when you don't have the right badges, but it has no effect on it whatsoever. It also, in this generation, does not have any effect on literally anything else that is not specifically added that has been keyed to it. Later generations...
yeah, that's right. That's when we got Return and Frustration, which would be in this game.
We didn't get Frustration in this... No, we did. You're right. We did get Return and Frustration in this game. That's the only two moves that care about it, though.
Yeah.
And in battle, outside of that, it doesn't have an effect until you get all the way on to, I believe, Sun and Moon, actually.
Wow.
Where Pokemon can sometimes shake off status conditions.
Yes, that's right.
Based on their happiness. But within combat, outside of things that specifically refer to the Pokemon's happiness, that's all. From Generation 2 all the way through X and Y. Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm still disappointed that there was not a Z or Z, depending on your locality.
Yeah, no, Pokemon Z would have been awesome.
Right?
Yeah, just because X and...
They would have been able to have Zygarde actually as a part of it. You know, it really felt like they were leading up to something, but they just never did.
We just jumped straight to... True, we got... Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, which then led on to Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Which, again, that one I'm disappointed because they had the perfect opportunity to have Pokemon Stars and they didn't use it.
Yeah, well, then again, however, we still have the unknown Pokemon Switch game pending.
Well, sure, but that's not going to be part of a set with Sun and Moon.
Okay,
it's not going to complete the set with X and Y either, not at this point. That's unfortunate.
Well, no.
Well, like I said...
You did good.
Usually, your first action...
Yes.
The entire time is switch to the other thing.
When they are equal level...
No, even then.
Okay. Well...
Even then. In fact, especially then, because what happens if you don't do that is even if you do succeed, you wear out the thing that's in the lead, and you don't want to start eating power points and hit points until it's leveled up a few times. Because if a Pokemon levels up when it's at full hit points, it stays at full hit points. If it levels up when it's injured, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Back to full, and
Yeah.
It means that once you reach the point where you should be able to start having it battle on its own with no switching, you instead have to run for a Pokemon Center first. So,
alright.
That's a shame, because Furret is good.
I know, I like Furret. I like the design.
And even if it turns out crummy, like you've got the wrong stats or something, you can at least use it for a 4HM slave. And there's not many things that you can do that with.
Yeah, not till, let's see. Oh, wait, I'm playing... this is SoulSilver, so I'd actually want to go back a little in time. Technically, you need to Diamond Pearl, where you can get Bidoof. And Bibarel.
or Bibarrel or whatever it is that's supposed to be pronounced. Like,
I don't
I don't really know HM slave stuff just because I never actually use HM slaves.
Oh,
I make my way
use
through
them.
the dark caves in the dark just fine, thanks. So I don't need to put flash on anything. So the only move that really is a serious burden in that case is cut. And that's not a terrible move, and it's useful for when you need to grind through an area. So
Very
that's
true.
hardly a problem in and of itself. And then defog, but you don't ever actually have to use that either. So kind of a null point there.
Also, don't have to worry about defog because that wasn't a thing for Gold and Silver.
Oh, right, no,
therefore,
but I'm
Heart Gold
talking
Souls.
across all generations. I just don't HM slave. I just split up the moves across the team. Of course, that means that once Waterfall became a lasting thing, I generally had to have 2 Pokemon that could use water moves, but that's not hard. There are a lot of Watermon.
Ooh, yes!
New route. Okay.
Yep, 31.
Alright, be very careful and open with Rage. That's about all I can offer.
Yeah, well, level 11.
Just remember to alternate Rage with Growl.
Oh! Hey,
well,
you have your opinion, I have my opinion, and I like.
Unfortunate position in first and second generation. It's just a simple matter of fact. You can make it work, sure.
Yeah.
But I made it work.
Oh, great,
in the original
Pokegods.
first generation.
May Binam not bite this little bug's head off in its fury. May he show some mercy.
Well, that means you can rage again and the power doesn't go up. So that's a nice safe thing to have happen. Wait, no, because now...
No,
now
rage...
Run-M is slower. Which means that the Weedle might go again before you swing with Rage, in which case Rage would still power up.
Oh. But still, it only goes up by a little, and I'd say about 40%... No, 40 to 50.
See the amount of damage you did there? That was a power 20 swing. Second level Rage is power 40.
Okay.
So you would expect double the damage. So
therefore
what you do is you switch to Growl.
I don't have Growl.
Totodile. Oh, Leer.
Yeah, Leer is a bad choice.
I see the problem. Although that would only be, what is it, a 12.5% reduction in defense?
Okay, so fair chance.
It's less damaging to your likelihood of
got hit by a string shot again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Important thing to remember.
Oh, that's right, and Rage has fully reset, so I can use it.
Exactly. That's why using
with
Leer
moderate
is still
certainty.
Safer.
Yes, string shot!
Yep. Well, no, because you didn't Rage last turn, it wouldn't power up anyway.
Yeah.
You must use Rage consecutively for it to power up.
Yeah, I actually...
You interrupted with Leer, so you're safe from that.
There you go. Oh, there we are.
No point in
that's just about perfect.
So I did learn a thing. I don't recall where I learned it from. It was some other video on YouTube, but apparently...
There are so many videos on YouTube.
For the most part, once you get something below about half health, there's not much point in weakening it the rest of the way into the red zone.
Okay.
Status effects can help. But...
Okay, so... Weedle. It attacks using a 2-inch poison barb on its head. It can usually be found under the leaves it eats.
Before or after it eats them, because that could get mighty awkward.
Yes. So, now, by the Nuzlocke rules, this cute little bug needs a name.
And by your chosen rules, you're going to randomize the first letter.
Yes. So the first letter of this bug's name is number 15.
That would be... that would be an O.
Yep. O.
Well, let's see. It's B.
Well, yeah, it'll be a B.
It will be a bee or a wasp, really.
Yep.
Or a hornet, depending. I mean, that's never actually been made clear. It's called Beedrill. It's clearly not actually bee-shaped. It looks more like a wasp or a hornet.
Yeah, and Mega Beedrill kind of favors the wasp.
And Mega Beedrill finally doesn't... No. It never actually drills, either.
Yeah. It's
Mega
just because of
Beedrills-
the big pointer.
Yeah, but they're
things.
not drills! That's
Yes.
goofy.
Though we're drifting from the point here.
Okay. Well, wait. Okay, so it's using the lance, essentially.
Yep.
It's using a pair of lances. Was there some famous knight or other who used a lance?
Oh.
With whose first name began with the letter O?
Honestly, my mind just went to Oberon.
That's... I mean, if you're going for amusingly inappropriate, sure, but that's really not
King of the Fairies?
That's not fitting to what Beedrill does. Beedrill does not play jokes on you and transform you into things and be a prankster, even a deleterious prankster. Beedrill just stabs you. Okay, wait, okay.
I wish we could use a Boshi.
Wait a minute. I know.
Yeah?
You play Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yes, I do.
I play Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yes, you do.
Ah, damn it, it's male. Frack!
Hold it. We are not admitting to all combinations here. This thing could be born male and identify female, and therefore its chosen name is a Boshi.
That's not actually what I was thinking of. Also, it's a bug.
Alright, so what was the name you were thinking about?
I was thinking of Oboro.
I like this. Oh.
Okay, sure.
So
anyway, Oboro.
Yeah. Oh, no, Oboro was the one I was thinking about. I was getting a
Boshi?
I don't know.
Right. Anyway, so happiness
onwards.
was introduced, and so...
Welcome, Oboro. Oh,
the main...
Hold on. We got a call from Joey.
Oh, is he going to tell you about his Rattata?
Zion,
is it in the top percentage
Zion,
yet?
howdy.
Yet?
It's Joey. How are you? Hey, do you remember my super cruel Rattata? My Rattata is different from regular
It's
Rattata.
in the top percentage.
It's likely my Rattata is the top percentage of Rattata. You
Yup.
know what I'm saying? Click. God damn it, Joey.
You gave your phone number to Memester Joey, okay? This is all your fault.
I know it's my fault. And do you want to know what my response to that is? Excellent.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So at any rate, the main thing that happiness got us of significance, the main added mechanic from that was really important is the happiness-based evolutions, which you started mentioning earlier. We wanted to go over what happiness
actually did first. A little first.
Right, yes. Fun fact, things that increase your Pokemon's happiness include winning fights, being in the first slot in your party.
Oh, they love that.
Holding an item.
Yep.
And being given recovery items.
Yep. As well as the effort value lowering berries. They freaking love those.
Yeah, but those are not... I guess since you're using the...
Yeah, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah. It's relevant.
But they're not relevant to what we're talking about, which is what second generation introduced, because those berries did not exist at the time.
No, they did not.
There's a very good reason for that, but I'll get on to that later. That's one of the less-known things that second generation...
Yeah, that's probably going to be an episode or two from now, in all honesty.
Who even knows? Yeah. At any rate, so, happiness-based evolutions. And among other things that let us escape the terrible, terrible art of Golbat for Crobat, which I am absolutely in favor of for reasons that are probably obvious.
Oh boy, yeah.
It also gave us things like Blissey.
So true. That massive tank.
Well, as long as it's not actually getting punched anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It was...
Remember, Chansey with Eviolite has way more physical defense than Blissey does.
Yep.
Despite the fact that its physical defense caps out somewhere around 60.
Yeah, that is Eviolite for you.
Yeah, doubles it. which is better than Blissey's. I think it was like a 20-point increase at level 100.
I don't remember.
It's really pitiful. I mean, it doesn't matter much because the hit points are so big. Not that Blissey adds many more hit points than Chansey, though, which is an interesting point. Chansey has a
let's keep on happiness.
Okay, fair enough. So, happiness, happiness-based evolution.
Yeah.
So, happiness-based evolution, big deal, because it means that you can gate evolutions behind things being used a lot, which was pretty cool when the cartridges first came out, because some people discovered evolutions that no one else had any idea existed.
Very true. Also,
I discovered Crobat completely by accident.
Huh.
Absolutely 100% by accident.
Yeah, I can't go in the dark cave
I was using Golbat because it's a physically tough It's a tough flyer, and it gets wing attack fairly early on.
Mm.
And then what was it? I think it was only like level 28 when it evolved into Crobat. And I was ecstatic because now it actually looked cool.
So true.
Not to mention becoming
Golbat from
incredibly
Crobat.
fast.
Yeah, the Golbat to Crobat change is big. Up.
Yep. It made...
Battle!
Later breeding stuff would... in fact, actually, second generation breeding stuff would make Crobat the reigning champion high-speed hypnosis for... possibly even still to currently.
Alright.
It may still have the fastest hypnosis in the cartridges.
Yeah, I'm potioning Oboro because this is a level 2 Caterpie.
Yes. I would say that's not a fight worth wasting the power points on, honestly.
It's got...
I know it's got 35. Keep in mind, remember, like I've told you before, I play Pokemon basically on hard mode to begin with, and I learned to do that in first generation, because it stopped being challenging when I let myself do things like grind and buy lots of healing items. I usually finish each game with several 100,000 Poke just stored up because I largely don't buy recovery items.
Whereas I'm sending Poke to my mom.
Yeah, which, I mean, that builds up even more savings functionally.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, at any rate, happiness-based evolutions, and that sort of segues naturally into the next thing, which is baby Pokemon. Personally, I kinda hate baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're chase Pokemon that, when initially introduced, didn't actually give you anything. These days, there are moves that Pokemon can learn in their baby forms that they can't learn in their later forms, and that's kind of a thing, I guess.
Oboro.
I mean, very few of them are moves that I terribly care about. But they exist, and they can be worthwhile to look into, so it's kind of okay now.
Okay, you are taking 2 damage. Alright.
I've never been a big fan of the whole baby Pokemon thing. It's just not for me. Then again, I was never trying to catch them all anyway, so...
I had my moments, and Gen 1 and Gen 2 were closer to the height of it.
Yeah, see, I never really cared.
The next time that didn't happen again till Gen 4 with... And that was only because Pokemon Ranch was encouraging it.
Right. Gods.
Yeah, okay. No, we're old.
What? No, I'm just realizing that was actually a thing. I had forgotten it entirely.
Well, then again, I was futzing about on my Wii last night, Lady Krim was playing Skies of Arcadia Legends.
A good game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a goofy game, and it's got some dumb bits, but it's definitely good. Worth a play if you ever get a chance. Outside of the United States, I believe, or possibly just outside of English-speaking countries, the name would actually be Eternal Arcadia.
Oh, right, yeah.
Localization.
Localization.
Sometimes. I don't... Yeah. But whatever. Moving on. Yes. Baby Pokemon, of course, naturally leads to Pokemon eggs and Pokemon breeding, which were new things introduced in
Very true, generation. And oh gods, were they a thing.
Boy,
I remember
did they
that.
Changed the map.
Yep.
Now, initially in Generation 2, Pokemon breeding worked a little differently in the way that stats were inherited from parents.
Oh, yeah. I tend to forget that part, especially.
I mean, it's not a thing that I ever had to take into account, because by the time I was actually playing with people where I was making teams and breeding Mon, I was just breeding an entire box every time and then taking the best 2 or 3 out of that box to save and releasing the others. But at any rate...
no, I did not want that. Though.
Well, that one's actually going to be easy because you have resistance to its only damaging move.
Yes. It has resistance to my only damaging move.
That is a good point. You should probably switch.
Yes, now it is time for Oboro to go on the back seat.
Losing out on that much XP.
No.
So anyway, Pokemon breeding introduced in 2nd generation, and man, what a game changer. Move inheriting became a thing.
Yep.
Stat inheriting became a thing. If you got one of something, if you got one of something and had a Ditto, or if you got one of something and it was female, you could basically have as many of whatever that was as you felt like, which meant that a lot of people were restarting their games over and over to get a female starter. Although, in 2nd generation, it's interesting to know that the hexadecimal code that determined the Pokemon's individual values also determined its gender.
I will accept your phone number so I can get berries from you.
But yeah, originally, the bit of hex code that determined a Pokemon's individual values also determined whether it was male or female. Which made things kind of interesting, because there were certain stats you couldn't get on, I believe it was on a female Pokemon, which is weird. But that's also leads to the part of the reason for the break between 2nd and 3rd generation.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the special.
No.
Wait, no. The special split?
No. The break between 2nd and 3rd generation is that from 2nd generation to 3rd generation is the only time you have not been able to transfer your Pokemon from the previous generation to the next generation. It's part of why they started doing Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Because otherwise, those Pokemon, if they didn't show up in special areas in later games, you couldn't get them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the main contributing reasons why Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, I don't think they actually brought Crystal forward, were made available through the eShop on the 3DS and thus enabled with the Pokemon Bank.
Right, because otherwise there was no way to get, for instance, a Pokemon that had Bide TM'd onto it. And here's a terrifying thought for you.
Try me.
Blissey used Bide.
Yeah, that did it.
Yeah.
That did it.
Yep.
I would want to one-hit KO that bugger.
Oh, yeah. It's a very interesting, thing that happens surrounding that. But the reason for that was that they changed the way the Pokemon themselves were coded. And part of what they did with that was they detached the hexadecimal values for stats from both male and female and shininess, which is another thing that was introduced in 2nd generation.
Yes, it was, with the red Gyarados.
Not just the red Gyarados. I mean, it was possible in other Pokemon, but again, there it was tied to a stat.
Crap. Please say there's something for... Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Here's something neat for surpassing me, punch! Yeah, no,
Oh, come on, how many times has that happened to you? Oh, wait. The answer is a fair bit.
The answer is never. If your rival or one of your rivals in a Pokemon game says, good job surpassing me, they're not about to fight you.
Yes, well, okay.
At any rate, so 2nd generation...
Hold it. It's that time to call it for this episode. Just gotta patch the team.
Alright, I guess we'll move on to talking about the special split next episode.
Yeah, well, there's one last thing we need to do this episode.
Yeah, what's that?
We must attend to No.
Yes.
No!
I would play a fugue, but not only haven't I got a piano, I can't play one either.
Yeah, there's a piano here. I don't know how to play that, though. I can always
There's a piano here?
Yeah.
That is a keyboard. That is
Still
not
a piano.
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah, technically.
That is a keyboard. That is not a piano.
Okay. All right, no. It was fun knowing you. Wish you the best.
Was that pun intentional?
Yep.
Okay.
Goodbye. And as other Nuzlockers are fond of saying, you will not be missed.
What, really?
Yeah.
They're saying that now?
Yeah, at least one set are.
That's rude.
Yeah. Okay. So, this has been Zidarose and Quickdraw Crobat. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. We'll see you in the next one.
Remember, never spit into the wind.
Oh, yeah. Take care.